What is up, everybody? What is up? It is Tammy coming to you live tonight from my office, my newly grown up girl redesigned office. I am going to give you all a few minutes to jump on here. I'm letting my brand ambassadors know that I'm live. Letting everybody know that I'm live. It has been an extremely long day, but here we are live tonight for What's Up Wednesday. I am live in a couple of places. I am live here on my personal timeline. So if you're friends with me, you're seeing this. I hope you're seeing this if you're friends with me. What's up, Leslie? I've seen you in a hot minute. I am live in the Hometown Hippie VIP private page. And I am also live on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, you hit the thumbs up, you hit the bell to let them know that I'm here all the time. I am also no makeup tonight and a little congested kind of feeling this evening, oddly enough. But we have lots and lots of exciting things to talk about. And if you are just joining us, wherever you're joining us, we want to say, what's up? It's Wednesday, and this is our live where we just kind of talk about what's up. I go over things, share information. We just shoot the shit. But I need you to do me a favor because it's way more fun with friends. So number one, as you jump on here tonight, do me a favor, say hello and tell me where you're watching from. So this is way more fun with friends. What's up, Katie in Florida? And then if you are a part of our Grateful Fed family, the Grateful Fed fan club, whatever you want to call it, the membership, make sure that you drop us a hashtag Grateful Fed in the comments. Or if you would like to be a part of the Grateful Fed, let us know. We would love to have you. And then there's one other thing I'm going to ask that you do for me this evening. And it's not listed below. What's up, Tay? I'm going to ask you to do is I want you to tag a friend in the comments. So a couple of things tonight. Number one, welcome. We are just got done tonight with our Wednesday night take-home meals. Tonight's dinner was hamburger steak with gravy and onions, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, dinner rolls. And if you're a part of our membership club, right, our Grateful Fed membership club, you also got our Dulce de Leche cinnamon cupcake, which is to die for. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? These I am also dubbing. These are also known as Petty Betty cupcakes, and I'll tell you about that in a second. So that was tonight's dinner. If you got dinner tonight and you're watching us, drop it below. The second thing I want to talk about tonight is Miss Heather Johns, who just jumped on here. Miss Heather Johns. I want to show y'all. Of course, I'm knocking things over because, that's how I do things. I want to show y'all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers. This beautiful arrangement that Heather Johns had sent to the shop today. It is absolutely to die for. Melissa, thank you so much. I was just talking about dinner. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. I thought these were just to die for. So I want to share that. Heather, thank you so much. I needed that today. And I was just telling everybody that if you did have dinner tonight and you're part of our membership, then you may have gotten, if you're part of our membership club, right, you got the elevated medicated dessert, which is the Petty Betty brownie, the Petty Betty cupcake. And I'm going to tell you about that in a second. This is a churro cupcake. So Selena created this. This was the plan for this. And I'm going to tell you about the story in a second. This was planned for something else. But it didn't work out that way. Because I'm a Petty Betty. I am a Petty Betty. And this turned into tonight's dessert. So we were super excited to sell out tonight. And I tell you, we sold out tonight. Grace did not get dinner. Amy did not get dinner. Tammy did not get dinner. Red did not get dinner. normally I try to build in extra plates. I do like the staff, if you work on Wednesday night and you close, then I make sure that you have a dinner to eat. It's like a shift meal, right? You worked in it all day. You got to take one home to eat it. So that is not how the world worked out today. But it did work out for Selena, because Selena's family is all alpha gal and they couldn't have hamburger steak. And since she missed chicken last week, Red reminded her to lay out some chicken yesterday. So he grilled Selena's family chicken tonight. So they had chicken. So Selena, and she's the hardest working woman in show business. So I'm glad that she took her dinner home tonight. But we were all fine, and we all are not missing any meals, and we're all going to live and be fine. But we did get through that. Now let's talk about Petty Betty. Let's talk about Petty Betty cupcakes. I'm going to share some bad news, because I tell y'all I'm as authentic as my food. And so I've been talking a lot about waiting for some answers on the for people to just give the meals a try. Girl, it has been crazy. We have definitely been rocking and rolling with our meals. We have been very, very busy with that. It always works out exactly as it's supposed to. And I always say that. And we needed exactly what we sold tonight. We needed exactly what we want that. I love that you work 4 times in one sentence. I love that you just work 4 times in one sentence. Love y'all. I love y'all too. So, like I said, I call these Petty Betty cupcakes because I told y'all I have been waiting for some answers from the bank about my food truck. And I went to the bank with good intention, with my hat in my hand, and I was rejected. They were like, meh, no loan for you. They had their reason, and and I'm going to tell you the honest to goodness truth. Apparently, I missed a credit card payment 3 years ago. Like, all the other crazy shit that I didn't do like 20 years ago is fine. That's all been taken care of. But I missed a credit card payment 3 years ago, and as a new person, that bank decided that I was not a good risk. Here's the thing, right? That bank is not a local bank, and I am the hometown hippie, and I have been with this bank for a very, very long time. And it hurt my feelings, and it was a little bit of a moment. But here's the thing. I have every penny that I need to go and do the food truck. I am sad because that means I am going to take every last penny. Too long with that bank is what he's saying. I'm going to take I've done it before. We're going to do it again. I have the money to do it. I just was hoping to keep my working capital. But here's why I shared this. And it's probably nobody's business, and it's probably too much information. It's probably all the things that I'm going to say. But here's what I'm going to tell you, right? If you're watching my journey and you're following along and you're in this chapter, right? And you're like, I can never do that. And I hear y'all tell me that kind of nonsense all the time, right? This is where I get all like Tammy on you, right? You tell me that all the time, like, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. You've got brass balls, you've got this, you've got that. No, you have it too, right? You have it too. It's just the universe is like, all right, do you really want it? Right? Do you really want it? Because you can go get it. Are you asking the bank for permission? Right? It's a setback. And here's the thing, though. A lot of y'all are out here watching my journey, and I'm telling you, I don't always get told yes. I do the work. I got up this morning. I went with Selena and Grace. We went to the park. I did parkour. Selena has a picture of me doing parkour at the park. If y'all give me some hearts and some thumbs up and some likes, and you get like 20 people watching tonight, I'll post the picture of me doing parkour from this morning. Honesty and being open to your customers is why I love y'all. Let's work about that work. I love that. And that's Adam, and he's got his stuff in here. And I'm going to use Adam as an example, right? Adam is also another young entrepreneur. He's a younger than me, for sure, entrepreneur. And he has a local brand. If y'all know Adam, give him some like hashtag work life. Can y'all give me some hashtag? Can I get some hashtag work life in the comments, please, for Adam? Because y'all seen he's been here. He was at the very first Peace, Love, and Feast Fest. His stuff is in our store. But I can guarantee you that every time Adam did something with work life, it wasn't just easy open doors and like the carpets just rolled out for him, right? It wasn't that it was just it was handed to him on a silver platter. Work life is work life is because Adam's about that work life, right? He works his business and he understands that you can get told no 1,000 times, but I'm gonna ask 1,001. Right? I mean, okay, you don't want to give me the money. And I'm going to tell y'all the exact words I told the bank today. And this is the truth of the matter. This is what, I told Red, and he's watching, and I told some of y'all, like Heather sent me flowers because she's my girl. And my brand ambassadors knew already that the bank told me no. Because I'm going to be honest, it was definitely a sign from the universe about the root chakra, right? We have been talking about the root chakra and all the things because when the lady said, hey, and I kind of knew because the girl had not called me. You know how the bank, it's like they don't want to tell you, like, you know what I mean? And I called and I was like, hey, it's Wednesday. I was supposed to hear something on Monday. I'm like, I know I'm a new business. What's the issue? She's like, unfortunately... And here's the thing, like, I thought like I was going to get that weird, like, uncomfortable feeling. And I'm like, I don't care what the next words out of her mouth. I'm like, is it going to be harder to do this? Yes. Is it going to be more, a little bit more like maneuvering? Yeah, it is. Is it still going to get done? It is. So I knew when she was starting, unfortunately, I knew she was going to say no. And in my heart of hearts, I told myself, I said to the bank, this is the words I said to her. I was like, it's very unfortunate that your bank has chosen not to invest in me because I'm a sure win. And I was like, your bank just lost a lot of money. And I'm very sorry that your underwriters and the powers that be don't want the American dream to move forward because it's things like this that ruin entrepreneurs and young businesses. It's like, this loan is 100% secured. This is a no if. It's not an if I pay you back. It's how quickly I pay you back. And I was like, she's like, and I know that. And I'm like, but here's the thing. It used to matter that the bank manager knew that because the bank manager lived in the community. And this is another reminder that the universe is saying, you are the hometown hippie. They're not in your hometown. And I gave them an opportunity to move into the fold. And I believe 100% that the person I talked to at the bank today, I was like, I'm not even mad at you. I know that you believe in me. She hired me to cater a job. I'm doing a catering job at that bank tomorrow. Hence where we're getting to Petty Betty cupcakes. Petty Betty cupcakes. While you, if you got dinner tonight, got a Petty Betty cupcake. And I'll tell you why. I said, here's the thing. I was like, I hope that you will let the bank know. I felt like Pretty Woman, kind of like mistake, huge mistake, big, huge, right? I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not mad at you. I didn't get shitty with her. I was like, I want to make sure you understand, like, do you have any ability to go back to the powers that be and maybe like tell them like the reason that credit card was not paid on time because it's the only missed payment I've had in 7 years or 5 years, she said. The only missed payment I've had in 5 years or anything even being messed up on my credit since my credit was messed up, right? Since I fixed it. And I said, I was trying to rebuild my credit and I was told I had to start getting a credit card just to have one. And to get a credit card when you have really bad credit, sometimes you have to get one that has like a fee. And I didn't realize when I got the card that the annual fee was automatically charged on the card. And I owed money when I got it. And I didn't know I had a credit card bill. And so when I got the notice that I had a late credit card bill. I called them. I inquired why. They explained to me. I said, holy crap, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I don't want to be late on my first payment. Here it is. And I paid for it. And I've never had an issue again. And there's notations on that account because I asked them to notate that account because I knew that I said, I don't want to have like my very first payment being late. Can you note it? So like it's rebuilding. I don't want to start off bad. They're like, certainly we'll take care of it for you. And so it is flabbergasting to me. Right. And I was like, it's what it is. And that's the kind of thing that keeps young entrepreneurs. And if you are an entrepreneur and you're watching me, right, people are going to tell you no. The world does not always, like I said, the red carpet does not always get rolled out for you. But it doesn't mean that I stop. I've been talking, I say, I speak what you seek till you see what you said, right? Speak what you seek until you see what you said. So I've been talking about this for a long time. And it's manifesting piece by piece, board by board, exactly as it should. Was my heart broken today? And for a moment it was. It was just like, you know what? I said, I was really hoping for it to be easy. And that's what it was, right? It was just, I was mourning the ability to like exhale a little bit, right? I was just mourning the ability because I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired. And this would have made it just a teensy bit, just this much bit. It would have just given me a little bit of, number one, I was thinking it was going to give me a little bit of a confirmation, right? A confirmation that things were in the right way. And like the world was just, all of my timelines were lined up. I obviously have a little bit more karmic contracts and a little bit more things I need to figure out that I have to work through this. I said, I'm not going to force it. Right? I can't force it. I couldn't be on the phone forcing it. I'm going to stand in my power and know that it's going to happen exactly as it should. Maybe this thing happened today at this moment because the one that I was going to go pick up this weekend was not the perfect right one. Right? Maybe this stumble is going to be the leading to like I get a 70-foot bigger one because somebody gets it tomorrow and it's there, and because I waited, the whole thing happened, right? I am strong in my root. I am strong in my security. I am strong in who I am, right? It's the right way, the wrong bank. Let's stay local. Exactly, right? It must have been the right time, but it could have been the wrong place, right? And it's all okay. And as much as it hurt my feelings that it was one of those things where we don't want to let things bother us. And I rebounded, right? And I'll tell you how the rebound went. The rebound went from me like, motherfuckers, this sucks, right? To we're doing a catering job for the bank tomorrow. And they are doing a little something, just a little lunch for the girls that work there. And the bank manager's doing it she owes them a lunch, and she's like, I believe in you. She'd already hired me to do this. Well, I was going to throw in a little extra because I was like, we're going to be celebrating working with the bank and me getting the food truck and them investing in our future. And like, we want to tell them we appreciate them and all the things for like believing in us. And I'm going to get emotional because it really did hurt my feelings. Like my bank hurt my feelings, and the bank shouldn't hurt your feelings. But that's how much I love like every part of the people on my team of people. Like I called my financial advisor today over at Edward Jones. I called Tom Dietrich, who's my Edward Jones. If you need a financial advisor, go talk to him. And I said, I was upset. I was like, hey, I've got money over there. I don't want to touch this money. I'm looking online, or there's some loans I can do. There's some ways I don't want to get penalties. Like, I don't want to touch this money. Like, how can you help me? He's like, I believe in you. We can figure something out. Give me a few minutes. I don't know the answers to the questions you're asking me right this second. And I had this kind of situation arise. But I hung the phone up, and my community, my team of people, my local people, he stepped up. Within 20 minutes of me hanging up, like after he's like, first of all, he wanted to make sure I was okay, right? hey girl, like, I'm sorry, like, that's crazy. Like, I believe in you and we're going to figure something out. We'll make it work. And I just, you know what I mean? Like, I felt better. Like, my financial advisor, that's why he's my financial advisor, right? Um, Within 20 minutes, we had a plan, right? And he's been in my shoes and it was just great. And then another hour later, like, Heather Johns is sending me flowers and just people were pouring into me. But I walked in the kitchen, I was really mad, and I told Selena, and she was ready to start the brownies, Petty Brown Betty cupcakes. She's going to start the dessert, right, which was this, for the catering job tomorrow. And she's like, I'm going to go start doing the baking for tomorrow's, like, your little churro cupcakes you want to make, because we're doing a taco bar at the bank tomorrow. And we wanted to do a little fun little cupcake for them to show them, how we are. We're always doing some little extras that we always try to do. I was like, you know what? I was like, do not make those. They did not pay for those. If they don't want to invest in me, I'm not invested in them. I was like, make them dose. I was like, dose them up and give them away tonight for free to our people, because they are the ones who invest in us. They are the ones who pour into us. And I was like, you know what? Nope. I was like, those were supposed to be given to the bank, because the bank was going to, we were going to be celebrating our, new venture. They're going to be supporting our, giving us a loan. I'm like, but those cupcakes don't belong to the bank. I'm a petty Betty. I'm not giving them the cupcakes. We're going to give those cupcakes to the people who do invest in us, who do believe in us, who do make sure that we show up. We and I'm going to talk about that in a second too. So I was like, that's why I said I'm going to start calling these petty Bettys, because I'm like, no cupcake for you. So I got petty, and I was like, and Selena made these, and we made a homemade dulce de leche and all the things that are delicious, right? And the churros were incredible. So now we are rolled back around, and in the morning, when they come in to get things ready for the catering job, I told Selena, I was like, hey, I'm like, I know that I was petty Betty last night or tonight. I was like, but I need you to make a dozen of these. I got a cupcake box, I said, to take with the lunch tomorrow, because the ladies at the bank didn't make that decision. They work for that bank, and it's a means to an end. And we're feeding them, and they may be our customers. They may be somebody that's in our community. It's nothing that they did for them not to get a dessert tomorrow from us for the same thing. And it might be a thank you, because they may have, that might have been the thing that catalyzed something that's just so much bigger and better for us that we didn't even know existed. And so we're just going to hold what happened today a little lightly. We're going to enjoy our petty Betty cupcakes. And then I have got to ask for y'all, because you do invest in me. Good for you, building relationships. Yes. And I'm like, there's no reason to like hold it against the people that work there. I'm like, that's not their fault. But I'm showing you, like, in this adventure of entrepreneurship, in this adventure of life, in this adventure of being a human, right? In this adventure of all the things, shit happens. Life does not always go our way, and we cannot control that. I can't control what the bank did. I cannot. But I can control how I give my energy back and around to it, right? So number one, I am going to go move all of my money to a local bank. Because this bank does not, as a customer of this institution, nothing to do with the people that work there. They're very kind and sweet. Nothing against them, but I am going to try to locate a local bank that understands what small rural business looks like, and that wants to have a relationship with me as a business entrepreneur. And that they are also pouring into our community like I am. So why would I not invest into a local where the money's going to local things? So it was probably time for me to make that move. And then this was the catalyst to which I did it. But the big thing is that I am not going to walk out in the world and talk crap. The bank didn't. The bank has probably just a little set of guidelines, and they just decided that my numbers. I'm just a number. It wasn't like, ooh, it's Tammy. Ooh, no, we're not giving her money. Oh no, it wasn't that, right? It was just how it worked. Two things can be true. The bank could have made a really bad decision, but they didn't mean any bad will by it, right? And that's just what could have happened. Now, do I like it? I don't. It sucks, but I can sit here and wallow in the suck, or I can say, oh well, that's that. That's what that was, and now that's done, and we can move forward because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, right? But that bank is going to lose a little bit of business, and that's what I can do. I can control how I exchange energy with entities, with people, with whatever who don't align with my belief system. I believe I'm a good investment and you do not. So I need to find a bank that also believes in me. And that's what I'm on the hunt for. So if you are a banker or you know a good bank or you want to give me, I'm going to go talk to the normal Farmville banks, the one close to me and all the things, and I'm pretty sure they'll hook me up. In the meantime, I have started to move money around. So if I want to go write a check for this, I can. I'm trying to grip on, when I talk about solar plexus gripping tonight, that gripping of the belly, it's like I don't want to give that money up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I got taxes ready to come due. Like, that's all my contingency money for all of those things. I was like, but I can get the food truck open and start making some money. It'll be fine. But it's not how I really wanted to do it. So we're going to explore a few avenues, but we're still on track for all the things that we're on track for. And that's what it's going to be. And it's going to be fine. And it's going to be what it is. But in talking about all of this, I talked a lot about the I am and the root chakra. I was like, I'm firm in who I am and I believe in myself. And luckily, we have been doing this work on fortifying our chakra and our energy center of like our base, right? Getting our family, getting our security, getting our, our sense of self firmly rooted into the earth and into our minds and into our bodies, right? Kind of just, right? Just being grounded and steadfast in our beliefs and in what we stand for. And I have really been embracing this energy workshop that I'm doing for all of you because I'm doing it with all of you. And when I tell you, like I popped up yesterday, a little pop quiz or whatever, I am excited to let you know that doing the work does help things like this move a little quicker. Even when the world is ebbing on you, it's easier to stay in flow even when things are not going in your direction. I had my pity party. I took the exit, stopped at the rest stop, did the little bitching and moaning, texted my friends, right? And they talked me off the ledge, right? Heather sent me some beautiful flowers. She gave me some great words of advice. They sent me energy. My brand ambassadors like, fuck them, you got this. Like they hyped me up. My entire team here was like, well, we just do it a different way. What do you need? Right? Let's go. And everybody was just gung-ho about it. A lot of good, big things happened today too, right? A lot of big, good news came to fruition today. And we have a lot of things moving in the right direction. So everything happens as it should. And I don't mean that just when I'm talking about the good, exciting news. It's What's Up Wednesday. Today is not all wins, right? But it's what's up. And it's real and it's how the world works. And I want you all to know that if you are struggling right now, I'm telling you, give it an hour, right? And you'll get out of it. You just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You just got to keep standing in your power. You just got to start putting out into the world what you want to get back in the world. Because I didn't want to get back somebody yelling at me about something I had no control over. Well, I was going to yell at the bank lady, right? I don't want somebody to badmouth my business because they didn't like the way we chose to do business. right? Like, I'm not going to badmouth the bank. They're a good bank. They've never messed up my money. It's pretty straight. They give me pretty good customer service. This is the first time I've kind of asked them for anything, and they were like, nope. I was like, well, fuck you then. I'm like a bad teenager, right? But no, the banks, it's not the bank's fault, right? I'm not mad at them. I don't want somebody to be mad at me because I choose not to. I'm like, they want Delta 8, and I'm like, I don't touch Delta 8. It's disgusting. I don't play with it. It's bad. No, I don't want them to go talk shit about me because they don't like it's my business. I can choose not to do that, right? The bank can choose not to do that. Now, whether or not I choose to spend my money or my energy with that entity, that's how I can control how I feel about that. But that's your decision to go do your thing. But in talking about the root chakra and having that kind of fortification in this, time in the world for me, hey, Hannah, it really did. I felt very blessed and in counting my blessings and my gratitudes today, because I needed to do that, right, to stay up here. It was nice to say, I am happy that this really did not take me off my feet like I thought it would. Right? Like, I didn't feel it like I thought I would. I felt very like, okay, let's go. Let's figure out what the next step is. It sucks. I'm going to be a petty Betty for a minute. But at the end of the day, we're picking cupcakes to the bank tomorrow, right? We're taking cupcakes to the bank tomorrow. And I want to share with you what we created today in all of this chaos as well. And it's beautiful, and it is a big cookie. It's 208 milligram cookie, okay? So if you are getting the healing boxes, this is where this is available right now. Only place it's available right now. It comes in the root chakra box. So there's only one person that's got one of those right now. So we've got these ready to go, but hers has already been sent. But these are the root chakra cookies. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I don't know if the color is showing up or not in here. This is a almond and beet cookie. I know that sounds like a weird combination, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, it is, where is it at? Where's my little bite? I have a little bite over here hidden. It is almond and beet cookie. So good. So almond, it is such a, it's a very good cookie. It has no food coloring. The outside is just edible glitter. We did put edible glitter on it because that's just edible glitter. But these have got Reiki infused for root chakra healing. The root chakra tea is in stock, and I'm so glad that I was inundated with root chakra cookies today because it probably helped me stand my ground a little bit. Plus, I had I was up. We had the new apothecary jars in, so we were putting the teas into the tea stations where you can come in now and buy your teas by the ounce or by the individual serving. And I have what's up, right? And I have some new accoutrements for your teas coming from a vendor. They are tea steepers. They're little like stainless steel tea balls, and they are hooked to a chain. They go into your cup, and they have a crystal that hangs over the edge. So it's got a little over the edge. I got my bracelet. Yes, we also got some new, we're working with a new vendor. It is Ivory and Sage Healing, and she is phenomenal. Her and Ronnie have been coming in, and her bracelets are gorgeous, and the energy picked up off of them are phenomenal. And it's really funny. I think that might be red. I'm thinking it might be red. So Red and I were talking about him doing the root chakra work, right? And last night, he's like, you can share about the business. Don't talk about my shit. But today, when we got the bracelets in, he walked over to the bracelets, and I was pulling one I was pulling one for Heather Johns. It was very important because I was looking. There she is, Tianti. Yes, her, and I was pulling a bracelet for one of the boxes. I was doing some intuitive work today before I got all these calls. I'm glad that I got all that stuff pulled before all that happened. And Red grabbed a bracelet. He's like, "Ooh, I really like this one." And I said, "Put it on and wear it." And he was like, "Does it matter why?" And I was like, "It's hematite and it's a grounding and it's very much a root chakra bracelet." And he was like, I was like, "You have to work on your root chakra." And I was like, "I can't do it for you. It's about sense of self. It's about you. This is very much a personal thing. You have to do it. I cannot do this with you. It is about you." And I think he got frustrated, but he wasn't. I think what I was trying to let him understand is that this energy work, it's not something that you do. You can learn about it as a workshop and come to the workshops and learn about it together, but the actual doing of the things, the actual standing in the earth and saying the things out loud and the affirmations and the journaling and all the things, that is very much your personal walk. And my husband's very much a Christian, and I talk about spirituality and religion are two different things. And I said, is in your religious walk, right? You talk about how everyone's walk with Jesus or with God is their own personal walk, and that everyone has their own relationship. And so it's kind of the same thing when you are going through these like awakenings and doing all the work for your spiritual self, the chakra workshops, whatever. We can come together as community and support one another in the doing of the things. Like, here's some tools, here's some tricks, here's some things to do. We're going to share space. We're going to do group healing meditations, all the things. But at the end of the day, what you do with all of that information when you walk out of the Zen Den or out of the store hanging out with me or wherever it may be that you're doing the work or hanging up the Zoom or whatever, and when you walk out of there and how you go out and you present to the world and if you do the work or not. And we always say, like with G.I. Jane, right? And knowing is half the battle. So the workshop is the knowing, right? The workshop is here's the knowing of the things that we need to do. Here's the talking about the science behind it. Here's the exercises. Here's the blah, 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 right? But I'm very big on shadow work and inner workings. We are all about some shadow work, right? But here's the thing. At the end of the day, how that knowing applies to your doing is only yours and yours alone. That is 100% yours and yours alone. Because I use the analogy, right, of the disco ball. A disco ball is just millions of broken pieces of glass that have been glued to a sphere, kind of like human beings on a planet. And even though our two pieces of glass may be overlapping some and really close to each other on that disco ball, each individual piece of glass reflects light, and each individual piece of glass sees things and it refracts and whatever the things are you do with glass, like the seeing, separately and just a little bit differently, because no two people are just the same. So your walk is your walk. And that's why I hope that, like I said, Red's got the bracelet on. He's got the hematite. He grabbed that bracelet. Like that's how you start listening. That's what I was trying to say. Like, that's how you know that's right for you. Now do that. And he was like, "Oh my gosh." And so it was really interesting. And I want to thank you because he was drawn to those. And I've had stuff in the store forever. And so I appreciate that your energy coming into the store allowed that connection to be made with us, and that matters too. And I could talk about the authenticity and about coming here tonight and telling you that as an entrepreneur, for me, I need to show you if I'm showing you my journey, how like lame would it be if I'm like everything worked out, but it didn't. And it's like sometimes the universe does not answer your prayers the way that you think they need to. And that feeds into all of these things, right? Because how would I recover from that if I wasn't doing this? And you see how knowing of what to do in the workshops and being offered, and then going out and doing the things, you see how it plays itself out in practice is what I'm saying. I'm trying to be played out in practice. That sounds awful. That sounded way worse than I wanted to do. So everyone has their own shadow work. I love it. I'm glad he loved it. And I appreciate y'all so much. We appreciate you so much. And I appreciate each and every one of you who tuned in tonight so very much for What's Up Wednesday. What's up tonight, right? What's up is that we're regrouping. Everything is still full speed ahead, but just, we took the track to the left versus the track to the right, and that happens sometimes, but we'll get back on path and we'll be right on time for the station and no time at all. Number 2, we have I'm not going to talk about the names of anything, so I'm just going to sneak it out. We are talking to another local business about working as their dessertier. I guess that's the word I'm using, right? They do not have a local or a fresh person, like a local person, making their sweet treats for desserts at their restaurant right now. Because of the amount of volume they have, the person who was doing it was not able to keep up with what they needed. And we are in a much better place to be able to keep up with like a commercial type demand. And so we are going to be putting together a pricing list and a dessert tray to take for them to give it a try. So if you could hold space for us, that we will pick up that contract. There's a new local wedding venue that is opening and it's being taken starting now. It's pretty large and pretty humongous. And it's actually a place I had my eye on forever. And I have been in contact and in talking to this company and this group of people, not company, I guess it's a company. It's people. Talk to these people, to the new owners via Messenger right now. But we have been I'm sorry, I thought somebody was pulling your hair. It makes me nervous tonight. We have been talking about me coming over and working with them as an exclusive caterer situation for that event venue, which, fingers crossed, that'd be a great big opportunity. And then we got a call yesterday from a another licensed hemp and CBD producer. They do all of like bath and beauty kind of items, lip balms and bath bombs and things like that. And they do some edible type things with their medicine. But they would like to move into more of a baked goods versus like just candies and chocolates. They want to move into like cakes and cookies and brownies and things like that. And we came very highly recommended. And because their facilities right now do not have the capacity to expand into a bakery, they hiring us to be their commercial baker for all the things. They're going to give us the raw material, want us to produce some SKUs for them. They'll pay us for the SKUs. They'll package them, all that. We'll just make the big stuff and get it to them. So some really big stuff happening. So like I said, a lot of big W's today. So in the grand scheme of looking at the tally board, right, we're still winning, right? We're still winning. We're always winning. Everything is always working out for us, as we say. So we have kind of gone around our elbows to get to our assholes like we always do. Just the same way I'm going to do with this money this next couple of weeks. So what I'm going to encourage you to do for me is how you can help me out. Because it's a big ask tonight. I'm going to ask you a couple of things. Number 1, if you have not stood in your firm in yourself and you're not feeling like you could recover from something like this, then I'm going to encourage you to invest in yourself. By grabbing yourself one of the root chakra healing boxes. They are on sale right now. You will definitely get one of these beautiful root chakra cookies, and you will also get you will also be getting the root chakra tea. Ashley, you are going to be excited because I've got to send you a package because your Nighty Night tea is arrived. It is back in stock. So I can get that Nighty Night tea right out to you, sweetheart. So that is on its way. I am going to be talking to Carly hopefully this week if I can get internet at my house. We're going to try to do another tea time and talk about the root chakra tea. So you'll definitely get some root chakra tea. You'll definitely get root chakra cookie, and there's a lot of other things that I'll put in there that are kind of like for that, like some crystals and some other things. So know that that would help support to put the food truck outside, because apparently we're just crowdsourcing this son of a bitch, and that's how we're going to do it. Like, we don't need credit. We don't need your stinking credit, right? So we're gonna work ourselves into it. That's what we're gonna do. So if you know somebody that needs catering, if it's a birthday cake, whatever it is, if they can dream it, we can do it. We would love to help them do it. The more people you send my way, the more people I can help, and the more people that they can then spread the message to. And our power of one gets bigger and bigger every time. So I'm asking for referrals. I'm asking for all the things. Go back and watch the replay. I'm full of it tonight. I was just telling a big old story about nothing, like I always do. I am a little congested tonight. I think I'm going to go home and take a little hot shower. I went out this morning walking, and I felt like my allergies have kind of been like growing since then. So I'm going to go take a little bit of Benadryl because I need a little allergy mess. I'm going to go eat some Chinese food because I did not get hamburger steak tonight, even though that's what I wanted really bad. Like, y'all have no idea how bad I wanted a hamburger steak. I did not need that either, so that's probably fine. But anyhow, that's here nor there. So we're going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all so very much. We're going to go do this catering job tomorrow. They're going to get the churro cupcakes, and we're going to enjoy our Petty Betties. Because y'all, I was so mad. On Friday, we picking the this or that winner. So the this or that, the winner that I'm not doing winners anymore with that. I'm just doing this or that. You can pick which one you like better, but I'm not going to do winners anymore. I cannot keep up with it. It's just I get overwhelmed with it. So we're gonna figure that out. If I've offered a this or that winner for the last 2 weeks, I will 100% do it. I completely it's gone in and out of my ears. And Amanda does that. I need to like put her in charge of that. Let her pick the winner. I don't know if she'd do that for me. That's what I need to do. Like, we can just do like a drawing, and you can like just do it. I'm cool with giving prizes away. I've just been so overwhelmed right now. That's just the truth of the matter. But we will do some fun stuff. Just give me a little grace, and I'll take care of it. But on that note, I am going to get off of here because, again, I'm feeling very like congested, and I feel like I sound congested. So I told you can, I got you. I know that she's meant I totally can, and she's got me. Give me a second, y'all, because I can't breathe. So I don't want to blow my nose on camera. Okay. So much better. I can breathe and talk now, but I am going to get off here tonight. I do appreciate you guys for showing up. I want to be home to go eat some Chinese food. And know that I will be back Friday morning for Wake and Bake, if not before, because I've been on a live kick this week. I think I've been live every day, so who knows. But if you've not done so, get your root chakra cookie. These things are super pretty, and they're super delicious. It comes with so much stuff in that root chakra box. And I can fully say that all proceeds are going to the food truck now, because I'm my own bank. So anyway, I'm just kidding. You know me and my silliness. So on that note, as you get off here tonight, never let a stumble in the road be the end of your journey. That is the message I'm leaving you with tonight. Never let a stumble in the road be the end of your journey. You can't control how the world acts to you, but you can control how you react to it. Okay? That's all you can control. Control of self. So I'm going to have some self-control. I'm going to react the way that I need to react. And we're not going to let this stumble be the end of our journey. So stay tuned. We got more big things coming. I love each and every one of you. And as we always end these lives, we're going to do so tonight with a little peace, a little love, and a little feast. And y'all, as always, stay elevated. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Deuces.